Module 10, The Future of Leadership in Social Enterprises, Trends, Challenges, and Opportunities. Module Overview. As the world continues to evolve under the weight of globalization, technological advancement, environmental crises, political instability, and social inequities, the landscape of leadership in social enterprises is being reshaped in unprecedented ways. Unlike traditional businesses or purely charitable organizations, social enterprises occupy a hybrid space, balancing financial sustainability with social and environmental impact. Module 10 is dedicated to preparing leaders to navigate the future trajectory of this complex and dynamic sector. This module provides a comprehensive foresight-based analysis into how leadership within social enterprises will evolve, the competencies that will be required, the emerging opportunities for impact, and the looming threats and challenges that leaders must anticipate. It encourages you to embrace foresight thinking, systems leadership, adaptability, innovation, resilience, and collaboration as foundational elements for driving long-term success in the social enterprise ecosystem. 1. The emerging global context for social enterprise. Leadership leaders of tomorrow will not operate in isolation. They will be deeply influenced by global trends that redefine the way social enterprises function. Key contextual forces include sustainability and climate change, pressures, increasing demands for social enterprises to address the UN Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, carbon neutrality, circular economy models, and climate adaptation. Technology and digital transformation, AI, blockchain, and data analytics are enabling new forms of accountability, efficiency, and transparency, but also presenting ethical dilemmas in inclusivity and digital divides. Global demographics, youthful populations in the global south, aging populations in developed nations, and mass migration patterns will redefine labor markets and social needs.
2. Leadership competencies of the future. Leaders in the future of social enterprises must go beyond traditional leadership competencies and embrace adaptive, innovative, and systems-based leadership qualities. Key required competencies include adaptive leadership, the capacity to navigate uncertainty, ambiguity, and complexity with confidence. Foresight thinking, being proactive about future possibilities rather than reactive to immediate crises. Systems. Leadership, understanding interconnections across governments, businesses, NGOs, and communities. Collaborative and networked leadership, moving from competition to cross-sector partnerships and shared value creation. Ethical leadership, ensuring that the pursuit of innovation and profitability does not compromise social justice, fairness, and sustainability. Tech savviness with human-centered thinking. Balancing innovation with inclusivity, ensuring marginalized populations are not excluded from technological revolutions.
3. Challenges facing future social enterprise leaders. The path forward is riddled with obstacles that demand foresight and strategic preparedness. Balancing profit and purpose. Increasing investor demand for returns may threaten the social mission of enterprises. Leaders must navigate mission drift, scaling impact, without losing authenticity. Growth is necessary for sustainability, but scaling can compromise grassroots connections and community ownership. Regulatory and policy uncertainty. Social enterprises often lack legal recognition, making it harder to access funding, tax incentives, or institutional support. Technological divide. Not all social enterprises will be able to adopt expensive or advanced technologies, potentially creating inequalities within the sector. Leadership. Burnout. Social enterprise leaders often face exhaustion due to the emotional labor of balancing stakeholder demands, community expectations, and financial pressures. 4. Opportunities for future leaders. Despite challenges, the future presents immense opportunities for visionary leaders. Impact, investment growth, a surge in ESG, environmental, social, governance. Investment and blended finance models will provide social enterprises with more funding sources. Cross-sector collaboration. Governments and corporations are increasingly seeking partnerships with social enterprises for sustainable solutions. Community-centered innovation. Emerging bottom-up models place communities at the center of problem-solving, increasing long-term resilience. Digital innovation for social good. Platforms for crowdfunding, remote education, telemedicine, and agricultural tech can amplify social enterprises' reach and impact. Policy recognition. Growing global acknowledgement of the role of social enterprises may soon lead to specialized laws and policies in more countries, providing stronger legitimacy and incentives. 5. Strategic leadership responses for the future. Leaders must not only recognize challenges and opportunities, but also craft strategic responses that position their enterprises for resilience and long-term impact. Embedding foresight in strategy, constant scanning of political, technological, and environmental trends, investing in leadership, pipelines, nurturing the next generation of leaders with values, skills, and vision aligned with social enterprise missions. Embracing hybrid business models, blending grant funding, impact investing, and market-driven income streams for resilience. Leveraging collective impact models, working with diverse stakeholders to address complex societal challenges that no single entity can solve. Championing diversity and inclusion, building leadership teams that reflect the communities served, ensuring solutions are contextually relevant and inclusive. 6. The future vision of social enterprise leadership. The future of leadership in social enterprises is transformational rather than transactional. Leaders will not just manage organizations. They will act as movement builders, system disruptors, and architects of a just society. They will need to reimagine capitalism and markets as tools for shared prosperity, champion equity, sustainability, and justice as non-negotiable principles, use innovation to expand impact without undermining human dignity, lead with humility, empathy, and resilience, knowing that leadership is no longer about individual heroes but collective transformation. Conclusion. Module 10 emphasizes that the future of leadership in social enterprises lies at the intersection of visionary innovation, ethical responsibility, and adaptive resilience. The leaders who thrive will be those who are courageous enough to challenge existing systems, creative enough to innovate, and humble enough to build inclusive coalitions. Social enterprise leaders of tomorrow must see themselves not merely as entrepreneurs or administrators, but as custodians of the planet, champions of justice, and architects of systemic change.